Hey guys, I think we're live. We're going to do something different today. We got a new parts car. This is a 92 Laser all-wheel drive, 5-speed. This thing's got some pretty heavy modifications and it runs, drives, should be a fairly solid car. So we're going to go take it for a ride, check this thing out, make sure the trans shifts, make sure it doesn't make any weird noises, and just kind of check it out. So coming along for the ride, John's with me. Here's where we go. Starts right up. Awesome. Okay, so the prior owner of the car went over a couple of weird modifications this thing's got that he did himself, like the ignition switch, push button start on the rear windshield wiper switch. That was pretty cool. He's got up here a I'm gonna roll down the window. It's hot in here.
Windows work.
It's hot inside and it's like 20 something degrees outside. We got ethanol percentage and we have engine coolant temp on a custom LED display that he put together. So I'm looking for my seatbelt. I don't want to die in a tin can Mitsubishi. I say that every time I get in the race car too. Alright. So this is going to be our first time using this Mevo camera on a tripod inside a car, so bear with us. So this car's got E85 in it right now, and
Oh, this thing's fast.
let's try to stay out of traffic.
Traffic, not good. Chances are we're going to get stuck behind a tractor.
Okay, clutch engaged. on E85. I think he said it makes like low 400s on pump gas. And I guess Dave Katz at EFI Specialties in Virginia was the guy who tuned it. So the dyno's from his sheet, or from his shop. I haven't even honestly opened up the laptop yet to check anything out, but
I'm pretty sure you pulled the front wheels up on that.
yeah, there was no wheel. Sorry. When I bought the car, the guy took me for a ride around DC. We could drive around and get the title and whatnot, but you know, this was like an everyday car, and everything seems to be in order. So let's
Let's take a look.
give us another couple minutes. We'll go back to the shop and we'll go over what parts are in it. But yeah, that's good.
Pretty comfortable.
Kind of comfortable.
Not bad.
It's got the Easter rainbow seats, the pastel color rainbow. Laser. Designed in like 89, 88.
This is what, a
This is
92?
a 92. 6-bolt, 4-bolt rear. I had single piston brakes. I stuck my hand back there and, you know, one piston. So this is the early 92. We'll show you the outside of the car and the overall condition and whatnot, overall modifications in a couple minutes. We have one black sun visor.
Apparently we cut the internet when we did the poll. I don't know if that's because the phone went flying.
We cut the internet.
That's what Rick Vigil said. Maybe we have to do another poll. How was that, Rick?
I don't want to rev it too high. It's a 2.3.
It pulls hard.
Yeah, like I said, the car made like, I think the guy said it made 480 foot-pounds of torque and just a smidge over 500, 520 at the wheels or something. I don't know what kind of dyno Dave has. I don't know if it's a dyno jet or if it's a Mustang. I think it's a dyno jet.
This is Dave Katz.
Dave Katz, yeah, EFI. All right, give us a second. The camera is going to get all nutty once we flip this thing around because we're going to use the same camera for an uninterrupted. Oh, check this out. This is pretty cool. All right, so we'll cut the power, back in gear, phone in my pocket. Give us a second to set up. Nice giant pink blanket. Oh, I didn't get to see the video. That's going to be interesting to see if that live broadcast actually worked and like wasn't all fuzzy and sorry for the sky. All right, let's get this thing set up. Oh, we got to buy a new tripod for this. It's a little all right, you hold this. Let me get so I can see a little better. Well, let's bring this up here. Yeah, it is bright. And my phone's going to roast because I just set it on the radiator. That was stupid. Okay, so where's that spreadsheet? We've got... Yeah, nobody look at my spreadsheet because it's got prices on it. I'm sure it's not resolution that you can see, but, you know, is what it is. So, let me know if we get any questions or anybody asking to see anything specific. So, this has got a 2-liter 6-bolt motor. It's supposed to have JE pistons, Eagle rods, AirP hardware. The head is supposed to be ported. It has aftermarket valve springs. We'll have to get it apart to see what's in it. HCAS 272 cams. Looks like blue unorthodox cam gears. Timing components, new oil pan, BSC kit. Quote, nothing skimped on, about 20,000 tops on the engine, excellent condition. We got a Ford, my brain is just not enough coffee today.
What are you talking about?
Frontline Fab.
There we go.
Made the valve, one of these billet valve covers.
Yeah, no, so talk about this a little bit. So these they only made a handful of these so far, right? And they're back ordered for
Yeah.
what?
I think these things are on perpetual back order because the last one we had sold like literally instantly. We had like 5 people all pissed at us because they didn't get to get it first.
Yeah.
So that's why we're doing this, where we're doing a preview video, show everybody what's on the car. We're going to take a couple days to break this thing down, turn it into parts, clean the parts, research the parts, inspect the parts. We're going to get everything listed on our webpage in a hidden folder, and then it's probably going to be Thursday afternoon when everything goes on sale at once, and anybody who's on our email newsletter is going to get that same, everybody gets the same shot at stuff. So we're not doing side deals anymore where, you know, we're going to sell it to one person and everybody else gets shut out. So it's going to be, you know,
to be fair.
Equal opportunity, trying to be fair to everybody. So yeah, this valve cover is, frankly, I put the pictures up on Facebook yesterday, like telling everybody about the live video today, and we could have sold this thing 8 times last night.
Yeah, we got so many requests.
Yeah, it'll sadly turn into some kind of, somebody's gonna be pissed, but whatever. Okay, it's got an FP red turbo. This thing's like literally super clean. There's like no dust, no dirt. The car's clean under here. It's got AN lines for the coolant to the turbo. It's got FP's oil line kit. Can you see if there's that red, that little billet adapter? It'll be like attached to the oil filter housing at the end of this line.
Well,
let's see if you can see that. It's got a tile 44mm wastegate. Should have a full 3-inch stainless exhaust. The muffler tip's got the thermal imprint on it. So you know, that's usually a high quality piece of a high quality piece.
I can't see.
Can't see. All right. It's got a Mishimoto radiator. It's supposed to have an ACT 2600 disc, or excuse me, a 2600 pressure plate and a South Bend Kevlar disc, street disc. I don't know if that's sprung or not. We'll have to see when we get the trans off. We've got a big 4-inch intake pipe that has a, you know if this is 16 or is this, or is it, I think that's 16. 20 looks monster. It's got like an AN 16 line to pull vacuum into the catch can, and then it's got, these are number 10 lines to the catch can. It has an ETS 3-inch front mount with aluminum piping, flange for a tile blow-off valve. It's got a tile Q black blow-off valve. How big is this intercooler? This goes all the way up to here. This is the big one. Okay, this is like I think the 24 by 12 by 3. He listed it as 3. Maybe this might be a 3.5. We'll have to see when we get the intercooler off.
It's a back door.
Yep, standard fitment 1G intercooler kit. There's an HKS logoed clear valve cover or timing belt cover. Those things tend to be knockoffs, so we'll have to get that off and take a look, see if that's an actual, you know, authentic HKS or if it's just knockoff. FIC Blue Max 1250 injectors. Those are the older style low impedance injectors. He did tell me that you know, the injectors were maxed out, fuel pump was maxed out. I think it's got.
It seems kind of low for ethanol. He's running straight.
Yeah, straight E. Yeah. I think the ethanol sensor was reading like 79% when we were just cruising around.
So it might be good for a gas guy.
I think the injectors are kind of little on the weak sauce as far as you know, straight ethanol, but you know, it works great for a flex fuel system like this where, you know, he was telling me he ran it on ethanol all the time, but you know, you can put it back to pump gas and it'll work it anywhere. Like 1250s will still work on pump gas. It's not ideal, but it'll still work. It's not like if you put 2150s in this thing and it's just flooded on fuel, like it makes the pump gas tune just a disaster. What else? We've got a fuel injector clinic billet fuel rail. There's Fuel Lab regulator. I think this is a Fuel Lab pump, filter. And then there's number 6 lines. Oh, look at that. Remember how I said I didn't think they were stainless? They are stainless. They're just covered in,
oh, okay.
Check that out.
It's like a thermal barrier, I guess?
I don't know.
It's tight. It feels like it's heat shrunk on.
Heat shrunk? Maybe that's even just like, you know, like those things suck when the stainless gets nicked and then you cut your finger on it all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe it's, you know, just a wrapping.
Anti-paper cut.
Anti-paper cut. Anti-stick your finger and swear. It's supposed to have an AEM 320 fuel pump. An Innovate wideband. It's an LC1. It's got a DSM Link V3 full ECU. It's got the nice from ECM Link, the harness that's got the plug-in map sensor. and air temp sensor to the maps, to the factory math sensor plug.
And this is a what, 3-bar, 4-bar?
It's supposed to be a 4.
It's a 4.
Omni 4-bar map sensor. It's got the flex fuel ethanol content sensor, of course.
Nice.
With Pro Sport gauges on the inside. There's a Hallman boost controller down here. Standard black, well, kind of turned purple now, but an originally anodized black Hallman boost controller. It's got a set of BC BR coilovers. The last set of these we had was like brand new, like barely, I don't think the car even drove on them. And they sold, again, instantly. This was another item that we had like one happy customer and 3 pissed off people that didn't get them.
A lot of guys looking for coilovers, so guys, if you're looking for 1G coilovers, here we go. We got a set for you.
Yeah, they'll sell fast too. There's a set of billet silver, non-anodized, or I don't know if they're anodized clear, but silver color billet AWD motor mounts, all 4 of them. Trans mount. I saw that one. I saw that one. Yeah, this one back here is billet too.
Full set.
Full set of AWD motor mounts. There's a carbon fiber. What did I say last time when we had that
VIS.
Gallant hood, and I was like, I said the wrong thing, and Joe Bucci was making fun of me.
Oh, well, this has the VIS.
VIS racing.
Little stamp, but it's an alright condition. It's missing a little screen here.
Yeah.
They cut some of this out for the
hood pins.
Hood
Okay, so
clamps.
the hood pins will go with the with the hood, obviously.
But it's not bad.
Transmission shifted awesome.
Yep.
I made a pretty hard 2-3 shift. It went into every gear fine. Made no noise. This oil catch can. There's a coolant catch can back here too that I've never seen before. You seen this thing?
No.
It's pretty neat. It's really weird looking. AN lines on the top, AN lines on the bottom. There's a stainless coolant line up to the thermostat housing. So I guess this thermostat housing is going to have to go with this coolant catch can.
Yeah, they got EN.
I mean, yeah, you can take this off and tap it, and we can give the guy the fitting, but it'd be nice for somebody to just have it bolt right in. What else is on this? It's got a stainless clutch line. It's got aftermarket headlights that I've never seen these things before. They're pretty weird looking.
They're halos, I believe.
Okay.
They've got the halo rings. No Valencia said that this is an Invader hood.
Yeah, that sounds right. Cool. All right, we'll pull the hood down and show everybody the outside of this once we're done under here. It's got a 2x2 housing that I don't recognize. Let me see if there's no markings on it. It doesn't look like the punishment ones that have like the thinner flange over here. So we got a stainless steel O2 housing set for external wastegate, and is that a dump tube or is it recirculated? Can you see the dump on that?
It is.
I think that's recirculated because it wasn't loud when we got on it.
Yeah, no, she was actually pretty quiet.
Okay, it's supposed to have
it's recirculated.
Recirculated O2 housing, so a nice O2. Dude, that O2 housing might go on my Gallant.
Oh boy, oh boy.
What do we say about backdoor deals? Don't sell the stuff to myself. The battery's relocated to the trunk, so we've got a complete kit we'll probably sell with that, of like all the stuff we pick off of like this nice fuse box and the battery box in the back and all the lines that are fitted to the car already. It has an aftermarket head unit that does not work with Apple CarPlay. I'm so disappointed. I wanted to put that in my truck, but it's not an Apple CarPlay. It's like an Android only integration, so that doesn't work for me. What else? That's pretty much it for the modifications. And then it's got a good 4-bolt rear end, a good transfer case, wiring harnesses, 5-lug hubs, all the factory sensors, ABS delete kit, parking brake cables, a pedal assembly, etc.
What about the wheels? Nate, what kind of wheels are on this?
Oh yeah, well here.
And how's the car look?
Yes,
Is this thing a rock box or what?
hold.
Hang on, guys. We're gonna take a walk around the car now. We saw the engine bay. We did some wheelies.
We did some wheelies. God.
100 kilometers an hour.
100 kilometers an hour. We did not break the speed limit at all.
No.
Did not happen.
I'm pretty sure that converts to like 35.
35 miles an hour. Right. We did first and second and third gear at 35 miles an hour. Okay, so we got 2G. These are 97 to 99 GSX wheels. Look like they're in pretty good shape. As you can see, the paint on the car is not wonderful. It's got a lot of clear coat peeling off. I mean, we're down to plastic on the mirrors and stuff. Let me know if this is looking weird to you, John, on that video as we go with it.
We had a question about the throttle body. What's our throttle body? That looks stock.
I believe this is a stock 91 to 94 throttle body. Yeah. Until we get it off, I won't know if it's been bored or has a larger plate in it. That seems to be more common these days, but it looks like a standard throttle body. And I'm going to guess a standard 91 to 94 intake manifold.
We do have that Infinity Q45 throttle body still listed too.
Yeah, we have a big Infinity throttle body that was on a sheet metal intake manifold. It's a bigger flange. This looks like the only really bad part of the car. Well, look, we got mud in here from our hammering. There's a little bit of rust on this leading edge of the rear wheel well on the passenger side. And I can't feel it from the back. It's not through, but there's a little bit of rust. The weird thing is inside the fender well, it's all nice and clean. And let's take a look inside the door jamb. Yeah. This area usually collects a lot of crap and rust down here. Inside the fender feels really good. Maybe this one survived a little better because it's a Laser and it doesn't have all the body cladding that holds water in. I mean,
right
maybe.
Down in that corner, it always collects like mud.
Yeah, I mean, it's all full of leaves, but
small children's toys.
I can stick my finger back there and I can feel it's solid. Yeah. So this area is usually a telltale sign of the rot when it's bad down in here, like under the door switch.
So this chassis is actually pretty good. I mean, you know, paint fade for.
Yeah, the paint looks kind of bad, and it needs all the trim, like all this trim sun faded. The hatch seal looks good.
Yay.
This is all plugged. All right, well, the inside of the hatch is kind of not tidy. The taillights have been modified. This one's cracked. It's like got filler. Back bumper looks okay. Doesn't look like this thing's been hit. I don't see anywhere that I could see body work. This one, let's take a look over here. There's no rust on this edge. And I mean, I don't know how the exposure is. Does it look? Can you see what I'm showing?
Because it's delayed, maybe 15-30 seconds.
Okay. I don't see any rust on the chassis, to be honest. Just that one spot on the body looked crappy. Yeah, these pinch welds look nice. There's a little bit of rust over here where somebody jacked it up. Nice stainless steel exhaust. Yeah, these frame rails are spotless. This car's nice. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to see this. The rear subframe looks clean. Dude, the rear diff actually has like no surface rust. There's nothing on the drive shaft. This car's nice.
Oh. All right, we had a question about the fuel setup. Will that fit on a 2G?
The regulator and the lines, the rail, the injectors, the filter, all that stuff is universal fitment. That's going to work on a 1G, 2G, it's going to work on a Datsun, it's going to work on a Ford Mustang. Other than the rail. Okay, the rail won't work on a Mustang. But, you know, all the generic stuff is generic. It'll work on any car, 1G, 2G. The fuel pump is got to come out of the sending unit. That's obviously different between a first gen and a second gen. But,
yeah, it should work.
Yeah, the pump should be fairly universal as well. So
same length.
Yeah, I don't believe any of those AEM pumps they're universal. They're not made for a specific car. So anything that you guys wanted to see on the inside, outside of the car, a lot of these popular items that were always out of stock on, like these moldings, like it's coming off. This is coming off. The door moldings over here, actually down to the chrome, they're completely gone. Oddly enough, there's one spot on this weather seal. The door seals look clean. These are still soft. The door jamb seals. The hatch weather seal looks good. That's what everybody's always asking for. One little cut.
There's a little rip there.
Damn. What are you going to do? Hey, we got the hatch cover.
Hard.
Check that out.
Yeah, I just sold them.
Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm talking about the pastel Easter color rainbow seats. Ugh. The dash has seen some better days. We're peeled here. The passenger side has a lot of peel over the glove box. 67,600 miles.
Ooh,
dude.
That's hard to
A
find.
68,000 mile 1G.
Yeah. This car's 7 years old?
Yeah, we got a nice headliner that's been redone, recovered. Looks like all the plastics are in here. I mean, obviously the A-pillar is going to be drilled.
Obviously, non-sunroof car.
Yeah, no sunroof. The B-pillar, this plastic that's always missing on these cars and broken's here. All the A-pillars are here. This car's actually really nice. Kind of sucks. I think we have all the hatch plastics. Oh look, dude, there's a battery cutoff switch back there, but there's no.
Oh, it's got the rod.
Yeah.
For it.
But nothing attached to it.
All right.
It's just there. Huh. Like as if the guy was going to go to the drag strip and run some 11s, but never got there or change the taillights. Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to see on this? We've been going for, let's see, dude, 26 minutes, including our,
Yeah, we did take it for a drive.
our completely legal under the speed limit test drive.
That's right. No laws were broken.
Nothing was broken. Okay.
See any other questions? But guys, if you have questions, feel free to give us a holler, call us.
Yeah, there's that head unit. In case anybody wants to see this thing turn on. Let's check that out. iPod disconnected. This is a Pioneer X AVH X4800BS. It's not a Next version, unfortunately, so it doesn't have. Damn, you can barely see this. This doesn't have the iPod or the iPhone integration where the maps and everything work, unfortunately. But it'll still work for Bluetooth. It'll still work for being a double DIN head unit that's pretty nice and has a big screen. So we'll see you on the flip side. Signing off. We gotta come up with a better sign off. That's not a good sign off.
Think of something. We gotta get a theme.
A theme? We need a theme song?
Well, a phrase, like a catchphrase. Like,
Catchphrase?
Like we part it, you buy it, or something. I don't know. No, I know it doesn't. Yeah, we gotta work on that. Guys.
He's gonna want to wear a cape next week and a mask and have his own theme song. Oh man! All right, we'll see you guys later.